Hey everybody, it is Jericho back at it again with another video. It is vlog 10, talking about my 10th grade year. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, but yeah, let's get. Well, anyways, at the beginning of my 10th grade year, it all started with me barely moving out of my old house, which was the house I lived in for like, I don't know, like 13 to 14 years at the time. But yeah, I moved to the Woodlands and I didn't know anybody at first, and it was really just kind of like an interesting time for real, because I was really tripping out whenever I was first in my old town. So I pulled up to the Woodlands already on some PTSD shit. I really couldn't talk to anybody, and I just didn't really know what to say. There was no reason to talk, so I didn't really, until I met Carson and my friend Cruz. And those are like the two friends I hung out with for the whole year. But like eventually I met other people like Kai, my friend D. I'm pretty sure his name was Dom or Don, I don't know. But oh yeah, and Mason, the white Mason and black Mason. My bad, not trying to be racist. But yeah, that whole year really did just consist of me like being kind of lovesick, making music, and just trying to like find somebody for me. But in that school, I really didn't have anybody that I found of interest, like other than like two people. But then there was this one girl that I really did fall for like a long time, and I don't really feel like talking about that right now because I don't know, it was a pretty interesting time. And I swear I could have talked to her. I could have talked to her, but I didn't because I was always overthinking, and that was the one part of like the whole year that fucked me up. Because like the start of the year, I wanted to talk to her, and I couldn't even form a sentence when I met her. Basically, what I'm saying is I messed up when trying to talk to her, and I became obsessed with her for like the whole year. Not on no weird shit. I was just like, bro, I really thought she was pretty as fuck, and I wanted to talk to her, and I was so mad I couldn't, like that. But like later in the year, it consisted of me getting in trouble a lot, and like low-key getting like in trouble with my mom a lot, and we would be like arguing with each other a lot in that year. It was kind of unenjoyable like in certain parts of the year, but overall it was a pretty chill year, and it was fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was raised really well. I took advantage of it, but I mean, I guess that's what you're supposed to do, but I took advantage of it in the wrong way, and it was stupid. But I don't know, I was really having fun. And when I got in trouble, like the last time, that was right whenever I got my first car, and it was like, damn, I didn't know what was up. Like, they were trying to hint, I guess, and I didn't know, and I still got in trouble. I also forgot to say I was supposed to get a driver's license in 10th grade, and I didn't even get it because I got in trouble. And my mom just didn't let me finish the class. And I did the test, but I didn't do the driving test. Like, I did the written exam, not the driving. And it was so far. I still haven't done it. I forgot to mention, in December, I also went to Florida back in like around that time, and it was pretty cool. Like, honestly, that was my first time going to Florida, to like actually go to Florida, not to like go anywhere else. And I walked down Ocean Drive. I made a fucking song about it. I already know y'all probably heard it, but yeah, it was a pretty chill time. That was my Vibes 2 era. Like, that whole era was pretty chill, and I was just trying to make my music better, because whenever I first started, everybody was shitting on my music. I was like, really? Like, I didn't think I was that bad. And then I started getting better and better, because I got a mic, as I said, like around that time, like whenever I was last summer. And so yeah, last summer, like, I got a mic, and that's what helped me like just build off this year, and I made it so much easier for me to like start actually sounding good And the only problem was I was posting only on BandLab, which I feel like hurt me because I could have been posting on YouTube and probably had a bigger platform right now, but I didn't really do that. But I mean, now I'm doing it, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's just like, I don't know. To be honest, I really do wonder what would have happened if I posted a long time ago, like the stuff that I didn't post. But yeah, I was really focusing on like just making music, not promoting, because when I was trying to promote, I low-key sucked at it. Like, even my friend was telling me, shout out Alex, she was telling me that like my start TikTok, like the start of my TikTok account, like I was just posting music with a black screen just saying Ray, and literally I got no views. And I was wondering why, and she was like, just cause it's boring. And I'm like, well damn, I didn't actually think like they would care. But I don't know, turns out that's a thing. And so I just tried upping the video quality, and I feel like it got more views. I just gotta get better at it. I gotta understand it more. Like, I did eventually later on next year, but in 10th grade it was pretty interesting. Like, I just didn't know how to promote myself well, so I was just working on music. But with the little promotion I did have, I feel like I was going pretty crazy. Like, it was not crazy, but like, it was pretty interesting. Like, I feel like people were actually like enjoying the music I was making. They were like, just good job. And I was like, yeah, that was like the start of the year. My bad, I'm like all over the place in this like story time because I didn't really know how to approach talking about my 10th grade year, because it's very broken up. I did a lot, and I don't even know, like I just did a lot, and I don't really know how to like explain all of it at once. I basically became ops with the AP though. It was pretty funny. Like, they all really didn't know I was doing anything, but it was cause like I wasn't promoting. Like, and they were just like, why don't you talk to anybody? Why don't you do anything? Like, do something. And I'm like, no. Like, I told them eventually, but the stuff I was talking about music, I was really not trying to tell them about it. Like, for real, I thought it was gonna get me in more trouble. I felt like schools over here probably did get more strict. I'm talking about in Houston, because in the Valley they were pretty loose for real. Like, we were doing anything. Like, I would get away with literally leaving school basically and coming back way later. And I mean, right now in my new school, I don't even know, it's just different, but that's for later. The year overall felt kind of short because the days were pretty fast. Like, I was just running through all 8 periods every day, and it was just pretty energetic and sporadic for real. Like, I was just doing something all the time, and so it felt like the whole year went by. And just shout out my friend Cruz, shout out my friend Carson, shout out my friend Alex, Lizeth, Masons, both of them. And I don't even know, like, D, because I don't know his real name for real. He never even really told me his real name. And Jair and what's his, bro, I fucking forgot their names. Holy shit. Just shout out to all of them though, for real. They gave me a pretty interesting year. They made it fun. I forgot to mention Milton. Holy crap. But yeah, whenever I was getting in trouble a lot, that's when I met Milton. And it was funny because we were on the DAUP bus together, and he was really just trolling. Half the time he was just trolling with his ex-girlfriend now, but his girlfriend at the time. And they were just, he was just a really chill vibe, like him with his girlfriend, and they were always just together for some reason. Well, not for some, they were fucking dating, but I don't know, he was just funny as fuck. Like, deadass, this one time he was making fun of the bus driver, having her literally like screaming at him because something about him not sitting in his seat right. I don't even remember, but it was just funny as hell. And actually, I don't know, like, all of those times were just interesting for real. it was almost like a dream. I felt like a lot of that did feel like a dream. I'll go more in depth eventually, like when I turn 18. But right now, we're gonna just leave it at this was a pretty interesting time for me though, like for real. But that was the end of the video, I guess. This was a medium-sized video. I hope y'all fucked with it. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, I forgot to mention, I was also like, afterwards when I moved to Houston for like the little bit of time, yeah, like I was kind of just in like a bad place for her with my mom, like cause I was still crashing out, like because of that time when I got sent to the AP. Like she was really mad at me cause it kind of affected the whole next year, and that's why I went to the Valley. But next video I'm gonna talk, well, not this next video, but next video I'm finna talk about my 9th grade year. So stay tuned. Hope y'all enjoyed. Bye.